Okay, hello. The question on everybody's mind, does a drum machine sound cool through the Boss SL-2 slicer pedal? I posted a few videos with the slicer and I immediately got a bunch of comments, have you ever tried it with a drum machine? Thought that sounded kind of weird and not that cool. But I've been fiddling with it for a day and it's a little cool. It's usable. We're going to go through some stuff and check it out. First, some house cleaning. I could only get this to sync using Boss's proprietary little Midi to 1/8" dongle thing that they sell. It was kind of annoying because they have a whole bunch of little dongles. If you know this channel, you know I love a good dongle. That's annoying. You have to buy this thing, apparently. I was in the settings of this. I was in the global settings of this guy for like 2 hours. Couldn't figure it out. So I just forked out the $22 or whatever the hell it was. It just worked perfectly upon plugging it in. So we've got our DrumBrute Impact, Arturia. I've got a love-hate relationship with this thing, as do most users of it, I would assume. But it's very good for this purpose because we can send the mix out directly into this pedal, and then we're taking the kick out separately because this thing doesn't really like kicks, I'm finding. You don't really want to shave transients off of kicks. It just kind of sounds like a little farty flub. So the way I've been setting this up is I first start with this FM drum. It's kind of in a weird setting right now, but all 16 steps are lit up right now. And the way I do this is I will solo just the FM drum, start my sequence, turn up the blend of the slicer, that way we can actually hear what's going on with this thing. It's kind of hard to tell. If I had a guitar sitting here, I'd be able to hear what each of these settings was doing. I've used this pedal 100 times. I still have no idea what any of these settings do. They're all kind of weird and you just got to click around until you find something cool. That's kind of the theme of this video. Just click around and twiddle some knobs and something cool will come out of it. So FM drum is going all 16 steps. Bringing everything else. I've also got my kick drum on my mute channel, because sometimes you just want to hear what's happening and the kick throws off your timing. What this thing is doing is we're shaving off transients. Drums are just 99% transient anyway. You'll see to battle that, I've got my decays turned almost all the way up on everything because this will aggressively chop off your decay, which is what we kind of want. That's the whole goal of this thing. Just aggressive chops and adding some weirdness and adding some rhythmic variation to our patterns here. So let's hear some stuff. So as you can hear, it's getting super duper quiet down here. If we're shaving off most of our attack, we're just left with a little bit of decay blipping through. But I think it sounds cool. It's just not super usable in a live setting, maybe. All right, let's click around. We'll find some cool stuff. I've been sticking around this harmonic setting. That seems to be the best way to use this with the drum machine. Way down here, we got some cool vibes. So without slicer, it just sounds like kind of this garbage, just really, really high decay drum track. Bring it in, and we've got a cool little pattern going. So I'm just fiddling with the attack and the duty and finding little sweet spots in there. I could definitely see myself using this for some kind of hi-hat pattern. I think this thing just turns your entire drum mix into a weird hi-hat pattern. You kind of lose your snares, you definitely lose your kick. That's why I've got it pulled out. You could pull out your snare too and still have that. I personally find that the snare sounds with full on decay sound kind of rad through this. This kind of shaved off attack gives you like a flip the cassette tape over Beastie Boys kind of thing. Everybody loves that, right? So yeah, I'm finding that some of the settings in here, some of the things that have like anything involving triplets, it makes it a little too weird. You actually lose so much of your transient that your kick starts to sound like it's on a different grid almost. You're like a half a beat behind everything. So it gets a little weird. You got to kind of click around and find what works for whatever you're trying to do. So we'll mute out that kick again. And yeah, we're having a drastic volume decrease. I'm going to kind of compress everything just for the sake of YouTube and get it all leveled out partially. But yeah, you lose a whole lot of volume because you're shaving off most of the audio track. This is full attack. I guess the attack is kind of backwards on this pedal, but this is with the attack knob all the way up. With it almost all the way down, you get barely any volume. But fix it in post, baby. Who cares? All right, let's click around a little bit. We'll just listen to this thing. I think what the Boss Slicer does is it makes this FM drum actually usable because you can do some weird pitch sequencing now. One of the things I love and hate about this drum machine is this sound. This sound is so rad. So much fun to fiddle with, but you can't really do anything with it within the sequencer. I wish I could sequence the pitch or sequence any of these parameters. It would make it so much more usable. Anywho, let's keep rocking here. So yeah, the answer to the glorious question is yes, try this. It's very fun. Different ways of routing are helpful. Pull out your kick. Keep your kick in. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Pull out your snare. Pull out the FM drum even if you want to not have this, or only use this for your FM drum to sequence little FM drum sequences. I'm not going to do that, but you can imagine how cool that might be. I'm assuming any drum machine will sound cool. I would recommend turning up your decays all the way. That's what is fun about this pedal, is you're aggressively chopping off your decays. I think that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to fart around and we'll take this out on some jamming.